Monday Night Football, baby. We're here.
There's only one other good play on Minnesota.
Touchdown in 46 seconds. Punches back. Touchdown.
Oh, if you didn't know, it's the Week 11 NFL Print Factory on the Run Pure Sports YouTube channel. Two-man booth again because ODB is out golfing with celebrities, as he is also a celebrity as well, but with athletes and everything like that. So we're left alone to talk some winners, but don't worry. I'm sure ODB will send his favorite winners for tonight as well. Big T, this time, I will say, sometimes it's funny watching people in the chat. So when are they going to come on? This wasn't actually a bit. You actually were going through something. So we don't need to get into what, but it was not a bit, I swear.
Yeah, I mean, something popped up, but we're back at it. We're back at it all. ODB again, too. 3-0 back-to-back. He may never come on the show again because he goes 3-0 every week when he doesn't come on the show. Maybe our bad takes influence him too much because 3-0 back-to-back weeks.
Wait a second. Don't go hour into that conversation. Let's actually look back towards old last week here. ODB went 3-0. Someone ruined my weekend with an old L. That cost old JSU a little bit of coin here. Big T, you want to enlighten us on who was the sole 2-1?
No, you were 2-1 too.
I thought I had the Eagles in the under and the Patriots.
Oh, I told you wrong yesterday. You had Houston under.
Oh, yeah, that was a loser.
But either way,
okay.
It was 3-0, 2-1, 2-1. I mean, 7-2 on the show and a teaser hit. I mean, if people aren't happy with 7-2 plus a teaser, there's nothing we can do.
I'm not happy. I want 9-0. I want to put 10
I want
bucks
9-0
in.
too, but I'm happy.
I want to put 10 bucks in, win between 10 and 15K. I'm not happy. I want 10 bucks to win 10 to 15K.
I agree with Philip too. ODB's Broncos. I wrote them off. I'm done with them. I think they suck. I'm officially on the they suck camp.
Do we put the Broncos in Green Bay territory and not Philly, but close to Philly territory? Do
Philly
we put them in
can't be
that?
Considered that though, just because we've seen their upside. I can't put them in the same category. Once they've done what they've done, I can't put them in there with them.
So honestly, the Philly game, this is my honest opinion on that game. I fully believe they went in there and they just didn't try and they still won. That's I think fully my honest opinion on Philly. They didn't really give 100%, especially on offense. Defense a little different. The defensive line, the interior defensive linemen for Philly, they were dominating. Carter and the other guy, I forget, but the two interior linemen, they were doing their thing. But I literally felt like the rest of their team, they were just it's in Green Bay. Let's just let's kind of just skate away and maybe we'll win. Maybe Green Bay will just give us the opening and let us win here at the end. And honestly, that's what happened because I bet Philly. I really liked Philly. And Tony, watching that game the whole time, and I had money on Philly, the whole time I'm like, man, if Green Bay just makes one play, Big T, I'm going to lose. I was saying that for a whole half. For the whole set, I'm like, if they just make one play, I'm fucked right now. I did not feel comfortable at all. But then every time Jordan Love would drop back, it made me feel comfortable again. I'd be like, oh, good.
I was going to say, even though it was close and I thought the same thing as you, because you're always, when you bet a game, you're always playing it through in your head. Okay, if they do this. Yeah. I was just never worried because Green Bay just sucks.
It's not Green Bay though. It's Jordan Love. I don't think that LaFleur sucks. I don't think the coach sucks.
Yeah,
I don't think
either.
their players are terrible. But Jordan Love, let's be honest. There were plays where Jordan Love had a clean pocket And for whatever reason, he would come off of routes too quickly. He wouldn't progress through the progressions. He'd start to run when he'd have a clean pocket and guys were open. Like I saw some guys doing like the tape, like after looking at it, and they're like, look, this guy is wide open. And for some reason, Jordan Love's trying to run for 3 yards and this guy's wide open. And it's like, yeah, what are we doing here? And yeah, there were some drops, like that 4th down drop where Jordan Love put the ball where it needed to be and the guy just literally dropped it. Those are going to happen. But for the most part, it was just bad Jordan Love for the entire game. And I just couldn't unsee it. Jordan Love, man, that they're going to regret that contract because that looks brutal right now. And then on top of it, they lose their best offensive lineman, Tony. He goes on IR in that game. They lose, what's his name? Elgin something. I can't remember his full name, but I don't know if it's his center or whatever, but he was their best offensive lineman. And now he's gone for at least 4 games. He's on IR. Green Bay's in trouble. You know, they're in trouble. And Green Bay's a team that I've liked for a lot of years, just thought was like consistently good. Their defense is solid. I think their coach is good. I think they have enough weapons. It's just the damn quarterback. They were so predictable on 2nd down runs that I think they called it like 80% of the game, 75 or 80% 2nd down runs. Warren Sharp threw out that stat in like the 3rd quarter or something like that. They were averaging 1.9 yards per carry. And I'm like, you know, this is ridiculous. You're just being so predictable. So I don't know if it was LaFleur just being like, hey, just Jordan Love, don't fuck this game up and maybe you can win it at the end. And he was just keeping his quarterback safe. But nothing made sense to me in that game other than Jordan Love just played really bad. Even if you're a fan of Jordan Love, that had to be one of his worst games.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of on the other side of just I've never really liked him. He has had some good games at times, but it makes it easier when you're not like fighting uphill. Because I've had plenty of guys I'm fighting uphill on too, like that I just think are good and maybe they're not. It sucks even in fantasy when like you're on a guy every week and they just let you down. It sucks when you're like fighting it the whole time. You're just fighting it.
It's what you were doing with Travion for the first like 6 weeks, and then you just stopped. You said, "I'm done." Like I'm just.
And luckily, I shouldn't say luckily because it sounds bad, but then he gets an opportunity through injury and stuff, and he does good, which is a different situation. But it's just when you're fighting it, and I honestly think people are going to start fighting it with Bo Nix. Last year you hated him. This year we all kind of got on him. He looks terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks so bad. Like it's just quarterback's hard. Quarterback is hard. If you can play at a high level every year, which the guy, even Josh Allen looked terrible this week. It just when it goes bad, it goes bad.
Well, yeah, and listen, some of these quarterbacks, like, yeah, they're going to struggle sometimes. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about like Jordan Love had that year a couple years ago, Tony, where he was good. But then since he kind of got paid, it hasn't really gone that way. And it's actually gone the opposite direction of good. You're seeing it with like Jaden Daniels is having a regression year. I know he had the injury, but he was still regressing a little bit. Bo Nix clearly regressing. It just happens. It happens with the young guys a lot. It's just like Trevor Lawrence gets the massive contract. And my God, that looks like a terrible contract. His coach is ready to just, his coach is ready to just quit, I think, on the sideline sometimes watching his quarterback play because Trevor Lawrence is so bad. But, it's just it is what it is sometimes.
Definitely in the camp of he's just done. Like, you can't, at a certain point, you're just not good. Like, he's reached that point. He's not good. Like, doesn't mean he won't ever have a good game. I mean, these guys can have good games. But overall, I mean, it's just over. It's over for him.
And having a good game for fantasy is different than like being good overall. You know what I mean?
When they beat the Chiefs, he was terrible in that game. They he just luck boxed into a few things.
What's going to be funny is this week Jordan Love gets the Giants. So like what's going to be funny is when Jordan Love like throws for 4 touchdowns and we're like, oh, there's Jordan Love. And then we come back here and we're like, yeah, we talk shit about him for like the first 10 minutes of the show. And it's like, yeah, but he played the Giants. it is what it is. He probably will do good this week, but
I
man,
do kind of
bad.
think his weapons are super overrated too, though, at least in my opinion. Like, I don't think he's got like great weapons, so that doesn't help either.
I just refuse to believe, though, from what I watched, that the weapons were the issue. The weapons
I
were
think
not
it was him
the
too.
issue.
I'm just saying.
The weapons were open. He wouldn't like stick to a target. He wouldn't throw to the right spot. He ran when he should have thrown. Like, it was just all bad. It's not the weapons. Dontavian Wicks on one route, Tony, made a dude fall down, and Jordan Love didn't even throw him the ball. He was wide open. The dude, he made the corner fall down. He had one-on-one. It was obvious he had one-on-one, right? You go to the one-on-one. Instead, he throws to Romeo Doubs, who has the best cornerback for the Eagles on him, Quinyon Mitchell. And he was covered heavily, and he didn't catch the ball, obviously. Like that, those are clear mistakes. When you know that you have one receiver and he's in one-on-one against the worst corner that Philly has, and then you have the other receiver who's in tight coverage against the best, wouldn't you think you'd go to like the bad corner in one? I don't know. It's just some silly things where I'm just like, I don't get it at all. So
yeah.
Yes. And then we had Justin Fields, another sub 10-point game. I will say, though, it doesn't help when your special teams is scoring touchdowns. Like, Justin Fields was bad, but they're
another week too where the worst defense ends up optimal. You just can't. If you think you know what defense to play, you're wrong. Just play whatever fits on defense.
You're just dead fucking right.
How much better would the fantasy game be if there was just no defense? We got rid of kickers after a while. How come we don't get rid of defenses too?
Yeah, some of these people probably don't even remember when we had kickers on the slate. Like, that's so long ago.
I actually like kickers. I like kickers more than defenses because I did feel like you could project it a little better than defenses.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a better game with neither, though. Like, just neither one.
So I don't play the college game really because I'm a Mass, but I know you love the college game, and don't they have
super
no defense?
It's the best. Yeah, no defense and super flex. It's the best.
I don't know. You're probably right. It'd probably be way cooler to have another.
There's literally no one that wouldn't like to play two quarterbacks over a defense. Like, everyone would like that. Yeah. And the fun part I like about it is, like, stacking. You can just double stack. Like, so you can play a quarterback with two receivers.
Yeah, you can literally double stack
both sides.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. Like, it's such a better format.
And then you're just rooting on two shootouts pretty much.
Yeah.
And that's really it. Like, that's awesome. Yeah. No, that's cool. Well, and it makes sense for college too, because of how crazy college games can like get out of hand when it comes to scoring. Like, you could look away for 10 minutes and all of a sudden there's 4 touchdowns and you're like, I went to the bathroom, grabbed a sandwich, came back, and there's 28 points on the board that wasn't on the board 10 minutes ago. It's like, college is a different animal. But one other good piece of news, Tony, that I saw on Twitter today was it looks like YouTube TV and ESPN are close to a deal. I guess the hang up isn't ESPN now.
Disney or something. I saw that.
No, it's ABC. Disney owns all the shit. It's ABC specifically now. So ESPN and all that stuff and YouTube TV, they are aligned. They've figured everything out. They are aligned. It's now ABC is the issue. ABC
they'll figure it out. If that's the last part, they'll figure it out for us. And all the people, I get so annoyed because I send like the tweet out about this. You get all the people like, you shouldn't have. I have every channel, people. I still have every channel. It's about convenience. I like the multi box that I can use. I like YouTube TV.
I'm telling you right now, we need the richest man in the world
just to buy it all up.
All of you guys.
Elon,
buy every single
Elon.
Buy every Elon. You would be the goat of all goats if you just went out, bought every single sports channel and said, I'm only going to have a sports package. You know how much just every sport, Tony, no matter what,
whatever you want
every sport, doesn't matter what it is, UFC, whatever. I'm going to get everything. And this is just going to be ultimate sports package You could watch soccer. I don't give a shit what league it is, like everything. That would make $1 bazillion. Elon, you need to do it. Save us from this bullshit that we're dealing with here. I want one package with all sports, Tony. All sports.
Yeah.
Every sport.
Every year something comes up with a different channel or something, but yeah. The bad part is that's not going to happen. So we got to work with what, and I like YouTube TV. So I want them to work it out. I like my YouTube TV. I don't care what people say. I like it.
But they're starting to like bump up prices more, and it's annoying me. And then I got really annoyed when I saw the $20 voucher or whatever that they gave me, and I was just like, all right, fuck you guys. Just slap me in slap me in the face, YouTube TV, because I don't want your $20 voucher, because that's what it feels like you're doing right now. I don't want it. I want sports.
And they don't even do it, though. Like, you got to go in and I haven't even looked, but you got to do like a waiver and just credit my account if you're going to do that.
How about this? Give me a month free while you're figuring this shit out. How about that? That would be something, YouTube.
No one would complain if they did that. That would be.
Yeah, exactly. Give us all a month free while you're figuring this bullshit out. That'd be a good idea. No, $20 voucher. Oh, fuck your $20 voucher. I don't want it.
I agree.
All right. Let's get into the football, which I think is what most people are here for. Subscribe to Elon TV, bro. Fuck you. Fuck your politics. I want Elon to just do what he did with Twitter and buy all the sports. That's all I want. I want to fuck your politics. I want sports 24/7 channel with everything. Would literally just kill. He'd make $1 billion, even though he's already like a trillionaire now or whatever it is, Tony. So I don't think he cares that much about.
He's definitely not a sports guy either. So I don't know if he's our answer to it all.
No, his mind's in space, bro. His mind's in fucking the outer space, right? The outer realm. But all right, first game up, Thursday night football. Won't get into too deep into this game because we will have a showdown show tomorrow. But
a workbench channel and put Playboy.
Playboy. All right, Tony, that's all you, bro. That you're the bench guy. You're the champion.
Yeah.
You got.
I don't know if I'll be putting anyone out of business.
You got 3 kids. You got a 5-minute window. You're the champ.
I've been concerned. I've been going longer lately. I don't like it.
He said, I don't like
I think I'm getting old or something. I get concerned when it lasts too long.
You get a little more of a workout than you'd like, Tony?
I know. It's just weird. I don't like it as much.
When you start going longer, you start sweating a little bit more. You start, it start feeling like a little bit.
I like
workout.
that 5 to 10 minute window. I don't like the 25.
Oh, stop saying 10 minute win. It was a 5 minute win. You said you were a clean 5 minutes. Clean. Nothing wrong with clean 5 minutes. You can get the job done in 5 minutes.
I love 5 minutes.
Big cardio. Yeah, Big T doesn't like the cardio. He's not a fan of it. He's not a fan of it. I told him, I said, he said to me he wouldn't be in shape if I lived across the street from him. And I said, that's bullshit. That's bullshit, bro. Yes, you would. You'd be in way better shape if I lived across the street from you. I'd keep you honest. Easy. You know it too. You know it. All right. Jets, Patriots, 12.5 point spread, 43.5 total here. Big T. Not much news other than no Garrett Wilson for the Jets, which means they're going to do the whole Tyler Johnson, maybe 80 Mitchell plays. I would assume, I'd hope this game, but that's kind of a blow. Patriots at home. Big favorites, though. Are you laying it here with the Patriots?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see how you don't just take the Patriots. The Jets, yeah, fun story. They've won a couple in a row, 2 in a row. Patriots, another big win last week on the road, right? Yeah, on the road. Just a good football team. I know it's our same spot, though, that we keep talking about. In division, short week. In these games so far this year, the Jets have been like the team that, not the Jets, but the team in that spot has just smashed. But I think it comes to an end for sure tomorrow night. I think New England's a great team. I think the Jets suck.
I these primetime games have been gruesome. I don't know
Gruesome.
how you're doing the 12.5 points with the Patriots.
I can't wait to lay it. I think they're going to win by 30.
Maybe I'll just stay away because this is not a bias pick. These primetime games have been absolutely ridiculous, and I'm just going to go with that narrative that it stays that way. I'm not touching the 12.5. Maybe the total. Maybe I could go under with the total because there's a route where the Patriots kind of blow the Jets out and the Jets don't do anything offensively and you still get under that total. So maybe my play would be the under here at, was it 43.5? But I'm not doing the 12.5. I'm not doing it either way. I'm not doing the 12.5 here.
It's a freebie. It's a freebie to start your week.
No, just don't say shit like that. Just say I'm taking them. Don't say freebie.
How often have I haven't said I have never said a game that's 12.5 is a freebie.
This game is in division on a short week. Travion Henderson.
The Jets cannot score on them.
Well, that might be true.
New England's going to win this game 34-3.
The Jets score, special teams touchdown. They do like the weirdest shit ever. They have Mason Taylor.
Their fun's coming to an end. This is a
or whatever.
Start your week with a lock.
No.
ODB better not. He's got the T box. He better not. I'm looking at who he picked. He better not have picked the freaking Patriots. Where's he at? Let's see if I have to tilt right away. Nope, he didn't pick he did not pick the Patriots. Good. Because I'd have tilted right out of the gate if he had them.
Let's go to the next game here. This game, I think, is in Spain, Tony. Dolphins and Washington here, 2.5 point spread, and a 47.5 total. Dolphins have actually looked pretty good. I literally said it on the show. I said, Dolphins, Bills, this is the trap game. I told people that. I said I was taking the Dolphins, whether it was 9.5, 10.5. I said, this is the trap game here. It was in Miami. Dolphins already played them good once. And the Bills were coming off of their regular season Super Bowl against the Chiefs win. I mean, that was the biggest letdown of the week by far. Bills offense looked terrible. Dolphins offense looked pretty good. Now the Dolphins get an amazing spot at home again against Washington, whose defense looks terrible.
Oh, it's got to be an overseas game, but yeah.
I said that. I said this game's in Spain. I'm sorry.
I said that at home or something. I thought
I'm just looking at it because Miami's the home team technically, but it
doesn't matter.
So either way, it's a great spot because the Washington defense has been horrible. So I assume you're on the Dolphins. I'm going back to the Dolphins here.
Yeah,
they're treating me good.
Washington is officially on my list of teams I'm definitely done with this year. Like, you will not – I'm sure there's a matchup. I always say this, and then Washington will play like whoever, the freaking Jets or something next week, and it'll be – but I couldn't be lower than I am on Washington. I just – in Miami, all things considered, they've been pretty solid. I mean, their record isn't, but – yeah, I mean, Washington's tough to get excited about. Every year you get to a certain point with teams, they've reached that point where I'm just done with them. So, give me Miami.
Yeah, 97% of the money on the Bills. You just got to be really careful about spots like that where you just know all of the money is going one way. That's got to terrify you when it's a big spread, like on top of it, it's a big spread and that team's at home. Yeah, that was a tough spot here. All right. So we're both on the Dolphins. I think I'd go under 47.5 too. I don't trust Washington's offense at all here. Tampa and Buffalo. This is another game. The totals come down in this game, Tony, because I love the under. I saw the under at 49.5. I think it was yesterday on DraftKings. And I was like, ooh, that's going to be one of my plays of the day when we get to the show today. I love that. And I think it opened at 50.5 total, got bet down. Now it's down to 47.5. Bills at home against the Bucs. And I kind of get why when I watch these two teams, they don't have the passing weapons right now because the Bucs are down so many of their key guys offensively. The Bills just don't have weapons at all. They lose their best passing weapon in Dalton Kincaid. both these teams, I think, are going to rely more on the run. You kind of saw it in Tampa too. They'll do these like longer drives, sustaining drives. The Bills do it. They kill a ton of clock. Buffalo's known for this. Well, they'll do like 7-8 minute drives when they're good because their running game's on fire. And Tampa did just get gashed a little by the run. And Buffalo's been getting gashed by the run all year. They're tied for the most rushing touchdowns given up by any team. And I think they've only played 9 games. So some of the teams have played 10. They've only played 9. They've still given up the most rushing touchdowns, Tony, or tied for the most right now. And I like the under, and give me the 5.5 with the Bucks. The 5.5 number I'm looking at. I'm leaning the Bucks side here. What about you?
Yeah, it's just another team that I just can't figure out is the Bills, man. It's just, I did agree with you last week, but I didn't agree with you that they would get beat like that. I mean, they just thoroughly got just destroyed. It was just, and the Bills are a team though that I've never really respected. I'll be honest. They're even though they're a good team, whenever they like face any sort of conflict, that they just buckle. I don't respect their roster outside of Josh Allen. Of course, I love Josh Allen, but I don't respect their defense all that much. I just have to take Tampa. It's a 5.5 number. I love New England last week versus Tampa. It was one of my picks, but I think I love Tampa just as much this week versus the Bills. It is a little trappy, though. These are the week-to-week examples of where sometimes I fall for it, too. Like, Buffalo looks so bad in a division game. Now they're at home versus a wounded Bucs team. It's not. This will not be like one of my picks, but, man, I feel confident in Tampa. I will say I'm probably just wrong, though. Like, this is probably where the Bills just pop up and beat us, but I'm still taking Tampa because I don't respect Buffalo and I'm stubborn.
Yeah, I said the thing about I don't think the Patriots have let up a 50-yard rusher all year, and then all of a sudden Sean Tucker in only 9 rush attempts had 53 yards, ran for like 3 yards per carry or whatever it was. And I will just say I think the Bucs, you can kind of see it too, Tony, where the snaps aren't aligned with Rashad and Sean Tucker, but the rush attempts are almost split the last 2 weeks they've played. And I wouldn't be surprised if that gets even more, especially if the Bucs were to get up in this game, because he's clearly the better runner. And now if they get behind, I think it's Rashad because he ran way more routes against New England. But man, Sean Tucker looked a lot better running the football than Rachaad White. And against the Bills, that's how you beat the Bills. You beat them by running the football. And I think I wouldn't be shocked. He's just a guy I would keep an eye on, someone like Sean Tucker here, because I would expect a heavy run game plan, honestly, from both these teams, which is another reason why I like the under here. I think we see a lot of rushing attempts. Tucker has juice for sure. I agree. When I watched him, I was like, damn, he made a few good runs against the Patriots, and they weren't all outside runs either. Like they were in like the middle, like where they're stout and really good at defending, and he looked good. And the O-line looked better. They got back Luke Goedeke, who kind of helped, I think, a little bit, and another week back, I think, that'll help them as well. So yeah, we're on the Bucs. Let's move to the Packers. Love it. Packers, Giants here, Tony. Giants at home. And our favorite, Jameis Winston, fantasy legend, Jameis Winston. I mean, this guy threw like 40 picks in the season. He's just an absolute goat. He's going to air it out. He's going to do, exactly what you want for fantasy, Tony. He's going to throw touchdowns. He's going to throw picks. He's not going to let it bother him when he makes a bad play, and he's just going to keep chucking. I mean, that's what we want, and it looks like we're going to get it here at home against the Packers. I am so glad I don't have to watch Russell Wilson play quarterback. Because, dude, Russell Wilson versus Green Bay would be like the ugliest game you ever saw.
Yeah, I want absolutely no smoke with the Russell Wilson experiment. I I mean, I was just praying the Bengals. I know they only got Flacco, but when they were throwing Russell Wilson's name out there too, I was just, whoo! It was like when Westbrook came to my Nuggets. It was just a nightmare. It was not what I wanted
That's
to see.
way worse than Westbrook.
I don't know. I hate
Nuggets.
Westbrook a lot, so it was very similar.
It's
Probably
still worse. I don't know.
Yeah. So what even what's the deal with Dart anyways? Like what's the
So he's been in the concussion protocol 4 times in the last like 4 weeks or whatever it was. He's run a shitload, and people are kind of blaming.
Just runs right into guys.
Yeah, people are kind of blaming Dayball, but it's like, dude, he doesn't slide. Like, he doesn't protect himself at all. He's running in. He's actually seeking out contact sometimes.
Why did they fire him, by the way? Like, he's a good coach.
Yeah, honestly, too, I thought Jackson Dart actually looked good in his system. So I was like, God, do you fire him?
These guys, though, you can't just change coaches every year. Like, it screws the growth.
I think like the GM or the owner and Dayball, I think they were like button heads a little bit. I don't know for sure. I'm not like the Giants guy. We need Benair, like, has a friend of a friend of a friend that knows these guys.
You start your whole franchise though, and you just trade coaches every year. Like, it's just hard. Like, I hate how I think it's gone too far with coaches. I'll say it. Like, I just feel like they're always the blame guy. Like the Bengals, they just want to blame this guy.
Scapegoat. You don't want you're the easy scapegoat. You know what I mean?
And then they bring a new guy in, and it's just then they have to do a whole new system, and then they got to learn that. And I just
the funny part is though, from what everything sounds like, Dayball's the reason they drafted Dart, not the GM. So Dart looks like a pretty good draft pick so far, honestly. And it's like, so we're firing the guy that believed in the rookie quarterback you just drafted.
That lost to 2 of his best 3 players. I mean, like,
yeah,
I just don't get it. Like, they were playing good. I was impressed with the Giants, and then it had to be what you're saying though.
It was their defense that was. It was their defense that was really like struggling. I felt like too a little bit. Like I don't know. Yeah, it had to be the GM thing. Like I said, Benair was talking about in our chat yesterday. I saw him writing a paragraph about it, but yeah, I think it was like the GM and coach were button heads a little bit, but I don't get it. I'm with you. I fired coaches way too quickly these days, using them as the reason behind losing.
So this game, I mean, I can't stand the Packers, but man, this is a tough spot for the Giants. You got this defense from the Packers that's going to get pressure on Jameis. And believe me, I love Jameis for fantasy and stuff. He slings it. But as far as being an actual quarterback, he opens you up to a lot of bad plays too. So it's, I think I got to go Packers here. This is a tricky spot for me though. This won't be one of my picks.
These are the spots.
Did you call me a puss or what'd you?
No, I wasn't going to interrupt you. I was booing you, but I didn't want to interrupt you.
You're booing me on mute?
Yeah, I was booing you on mute. I saw it.
What were you doing? I made a pick.
Yeah, I these are the spots the Packers always play down to who they face. And Giants at home, you're giving me 7. I'm taking it, honestly. I don't care. Giants do blow, but you know what? The Packers have been terrible too, and I don't trust Jordan Love. Make me see it. He's gonna whoop your ass.
I'm glad I'm glad you're on the other side. He's coming for you.
I'm playing Jameis this week. Fuck it. I'm playing some Jameis this week. I'm doing it. Jameis, Darius Slayton.
I'm saying I don't want to make fun of you too much because then you're gonna want to do it more, but that's terrible.
Come on, Darius Slayton. Let's see it, Darius Slayton, baby.
I hope
Let's
he's not
see
4K.
it.
Tell me he's not 4K.
He might be more expensive than 4K.
I'm talking about
Jameis. 46, I think.
Okay, good. I didn't want him to be 4K and be tempted to play him.
It's not a tough scene. I don't interrupt Big T like he does to me, Stevers. I don't do that because I'm respectful. I'm a respectful person on this show who doesn't interrupt his friends like the other co-host does to his friend. Makes sense, right? I mean, I think it makes sense. Yeah, no, all right. You're on the Packers. I'm on the Giants. I like the over, and I saw there were a couple couple sharp people talking about like grabbing the over now at 43 or whatever it was before. It
I like
starts
the
moving.
under. Screw you.
I like the over. All right, let's go to Texans and Titans next game on the slate. Let's see if me and Tony can agree here.
We'll
Texans,
probably agree on this one, I think.
Texans 6.5-point favorites, 37.5 total. And I will say these lower totals have been going over recently, Tony. We saw the Browns game go over. We saw the Jets game go, or I'm blanking on the other game, the Houston game. So we've seen some of these lower totals getting over here. It's a 37.5 total. This game's in Tennessee. Cam Ward, and it looks like we could have one more week of Davis Mills because no CJ Stroud at practice again today. So we'll see if that means he's out for the rest of the week. But Tony, right now, it kind of seems like we could have Davis Mills for game 2. What do you think? Texans, Titans with Davis Mills at quarterback.
Titans, first team on my list this year of teams I'm never taking again. And Houston showed me heart last week. In that first quarter, they had so many things go wrong. Special teams and like fumbles and just every possible thing. And I was so tilted. And they still came back and beat that bad team. So I just, if you got the best defense in football, in my opinion, or close to it, if not, there's just no way I'm not taking you versus Tennessee. And in fantasy, there's just no way I'm not taking Houston's defense. We don't talk about fantasy that much on here. How am I not just slamming them in there? Like there's no way I'm not taking them.
The Titans have been very good when it comes to the opponents and their defense in fantasy, I feel like. So yes,
They're
I'm
the
with
best.
you.
And
I'm with you.
No, Seattle's better than Houston. Houston's the second best scoring defense.
Well, Seattle last week kind of cheat coded because they got those defensive touchdowns and just
Seattle's had 6 weeks of double digits for a defense.
Get ready to come back down to earth, Seattle, because you're facing the GOAT. You're facing the GOAT. Whoo! He's gonna shimmy. Tony, we're going to see some shimmying this week, I think. I'm feeling it.
You're not going to see much shimmying in that one.
We're going to see it. All right, let's go to Bengals and Steelers. This game, rematch. We saw this one already. It was a banger. Jamar Chase had like 40 catches, like legitimately like 40 catches. It was insane. But Bengals are 5.5-point underdogs at the Steelers. And it's a 49.5 total in this one. You want to talk about cheat codes, Tony? The Bengals have been a cheat code when it comes to giving up touchdowns, primarily to tight ends. That's been a massive cheat code, and running backs. And now we might get the Bengals and Steelers 2.0, another big game here. I like the over. I like the dog too. Give me the Bengals plus 5.5. But I like the over here. What do you like?
Yeah, it's interesting spot. You got Burrow practicing finally. The Bengals they blew 2 straight games, but then they get the bye week. I mean, what do you really talk about in the bye week after you lose to the Jets? And who else did they even freaking lose to?
I can't believe they're rushing Joe back.
I don't know if it's like he just wants to, or the Bengals are a bad franchise. Like it's just there's no other way to put it.
Maybe he does.
I don't know, though. I hate Pittsburgh games. I have to take the Bengals in this, but I don't have a ton of conviction. How you beat the Bengals 100%, I'm the most confident in. If you got, like, good running game, you're just going to smash them for sure. Maybe you can smash them through the air, too. You probably can. Let's face it, their defense is terrible. But I know if you got a good running game, you're going to smash them. And the Pittsburgh really doesn't have that. So I think it's a decent matchup for the Bengals. I think everyone's going to expect it to shoot out like last time. I don't know if I necessarily see that, though. I kind of like the under almost, as crazy as that sounds. I just don't think Pittsburgh is going to get in this game where they just start launching it all around the field again. I think they're going to try to run the ball, which they should try to run the ball. Keep Cincinnati's offense off and just pound them in the ground game. I like the Bengals just because I can't lay 5.5 with Pittsburgh. But I like the under a decent amount in this game, which sounds crazy. It's probably stupid, too, because it's a Bengals game. But I just don't respect Pittsburgh's offense.
Yeah, I think one sneaky injury to kind of keep an eye on, Tony, Samaje Perine, who got hurt last game. When he got hurt, Chase Brown saw 95% of the running back work, 95%, because Samaje Perine was heavily involved in that offense until he got hurt. And it's clear that Taj Brooks, and maybe after the bye, maybe they trust him a little bit more, maybe he gets a little bit, but I don't think so. And if that's the case, and Samaje Perine gets ruled out, Tony, Chase Brown is a very good running back play, I think, at 5,700 for DFS.
The last couple of weeks, he's been good anyways. Like he's been even before
it started in this game. I think it kind of started in this game where he looked better.
Who was it? The 1 week though they played. Who was it? Let me look real quick. They played. There was one game where I was just so impressed.
The Bears.
It was before that one, I think. Was it Pittsburgh? It was
probably
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it was Pittsburgh.
Where they were just like, and I talked about it on here, they were just driving the line back. And I'm like, how are they winning the line of scrimmage? And then the last couple weeks, they were doing the same thing. Like, obviously, it doesn't matter for this year because the Bengals are dead, but their line has secretly been better, at least in the run game, than anyone thought it would be. So I think Chase Brown's a great play. I agree with you. Like, I think he's crazy underrated in this spot.
Honestly, I think both running backs are good plays. They kind of phased out Kenny Gainwell last game with very little rushing attempts. What was his? Let's see what Kenny's. Because I'm pretty sure it was kind of almost similar to this kind of Chase Brown workload. It might not have been 95.
Jalen Warren will definitely be the top flowchart play since his defense is so bad.
No, but I'm just saying, like, how much did they phase out Kenny Gainwell? So they went, he got 87% of the rush attempts. Kenny Gainwell got 0 rushing attempts. Caleb Johnson got 2. And then, he got, so he still did get some work in the receiving game. Kenny Gainwell had 23 routes to Jalen Warren's 9. So we didn't like fully oust him in terms of like total everything, but rushing attempt wise, he was the clear guy from a rushing standpoint. So that's pretty good. All right. That is Cincy and Pittsburgh here. Tony likes the under. I like the over. And I think we both like the Bengals plus 5.5.
By the way, I got a side note for you just because it's our only show today. We love this.
It's not our only show today. It's your only show today.
That's why I said our only show today. That's what our means. Our only show.
Our.
Our only show. But we love these king of the court, king of the end zone, all these things. Great promotion, right? I think everyone's kind of gone the other. And this is going to sound like stupid, but like last night, Jokic paid $26 off $5. Like, I understand that you want to win a huge amount in NBA.
I'm never playing Jokic. I get what you're saying, but I'm never
even
playing
if you
Jokic.
play like one of these other guys at the top, you're only winning like $70. You got to go way down the list or play Jokic.
I think football has gotten too extreme. I think everyone now realize all the guys. I think in football, you want the guys that you don't think can actually have the longest touchdown, but somehow they score a long touchdown for them, and there's not any other super long touchdowns. You know what I mean? Like, I think football's gotten too extreme. People see, like, Jamison Williams, and they're like, oh, he makes fucking sense. That's what he does. He takes the top off. And then Jameis Williams pays, like, $50, where he should be paying, like, $200. But because everyone notices that, it's like Pittsburgh's a good example. Like Calvin Austin would make some sense for Pittsburgh. So you'd think he'd be like, oh, he'd pay out more. But in like a singular game, he probably wouldn't, because people would be like, yeah, Calvin Austin, deep threat. He makes sense. And it's almost like you should play the guy that doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like Pat Freiermuth. Remember that showdown slate? Pat Freiermuth had that long touchdown because the guy like fell down. It's like weird shit happens all the time. Those are the guys I'd be trying to go for.
Freiermuth had to be maybe the flukiest of all time. Man.
That was crazy. He made me
If
a
there's
lot of
one
money.
guy I would never bet on to be longest touchdown, it'd be him. He'd be maybe my top of my list. He's slower than me.
I will be on tonight with DC. Big T has the night off, but don't worry. I will be on with DC. Not the night off. He'll be in the Discord, but night off from doing the show. So it'll be me and Draft Cheat. All right, let's go to LA. Oh, no. Somehow these games like swapped. So the Bears, see, I almost was going to miss this game, Tony. Bears and Vikings, because somehow they did a little okey doke and swapped them on us live. But Bears and Vikings, 3-point spread.
Perez.
Yeah, I blame Perez too. 48.5 total in this one. This is a big game here, division game. The Bears are tied for the division lead right now.
Wow, by the way.
Perez comes in as I'm just talking about this game.
I knew I could get him out of the way.
Totally sidetracked.
Wow
right
and goodbye.
now. Look at this guy. No camera, just wow and goodbye. Leaves us.
I knew I could get him out of the woods.
You got him. You got him for a second here, Tony. All right, 48.5 total. What do you think of this total here? And what do you think about the Bears? Are the Bears somewhat legit, Tony, or are they kind of pretenders here?
I'm still undecided. I definitely don't think they're like the problem for the Bears is the NFC just has real football teams, like just absolute juggernauts in there. But I do think they're like better than people probably think they are. And I honestly don't respect Minnesota all that much, but it is at home. I think this is going to be a good game. I think we're going to see points. I think it'll go up and down a little bit. I honestly just don't have a strong take on it. I like the Bears, I guess, just because I don't want to lay points with Minnesota, but it's only a field goal. Like, is that really laying points? No, I mean, it's just a close game. Give me the Bears, but I think we see a good game, and I have to take the over. Minnesota has killed me this year, though. Justin Jefferson, is something just wrong with them? I mean, we kind of have said it all year. The upside.
I told you guys on the Wood Show. I told you guys. You
Minnesota
were like,
was bad, though, all the way around. Like, none of them were good.
JJ McCarthy's throwing a Jalen Naylor. He's not using TJ. TJ's just done. He looks dust. And it's just like, man, I wouldn't trust those spend ups for Minnesota with JJ in there at quarterback. Like, but I will say you could definitely see points in this game. There was points in the first game, and on top of it, there were points in the first game. And if you remember that first game, Tony, these two teams, like, there were halves where one team like wasn't scoring or moving the football at all, like a full half for both these teams. So if we get like a full game where both the teams are actually moving the football, which they have looked better, like we could see a big game here. So I'm with you. I kind of like the over. Caleb's looked a lot better. He's using his legs a lot, which I love. It's great for fantasy anyways, like just him running like that. So I hope he keeps that up. I hope he keeps running. And hopefully they use Luther Burden more. When DJ Moore got kind of banged up, he got some extra run, and he looked really good out there. I think Loveland's got talent. So Bears got a lot of offensive talent. That Darnell Wright, that right tackle, looks like one of the best right tackles in the league all of a sudden since the bye. He's been just smashing. So, yeah, offensive line looks good. Running game looks good. The one thing I will say about the Bears, though, Tony, listen to this. So they lose their first two games, Vikings-Lions. Okay, Vikings-Lions, divisional game. And honestly, the Vikings game, they should have won that game. That was a meltdown. That was bad. They should have won that game. But, okay, you lost to the Lions, and it was a big loss, but that's fine. The Lions are a good football team. After that, these are the teams they played. Cowboys win. Raiders win. Washington win. Saints win. Ravens lose. Bengals win. Giants win. That's a pretty tasty slate of schedule they got right there, where they got a lot of their easy games kind of in a row. Their next games, Vikings, Steelers, Eagles, Packers, Browns, Packers, 49ers, Lions. So I think the back half stretch is going to tell us a lot more about the Bears than that stretch they just went on. But I hope they can continue it. and keep winning, because I think they're a fun team. I like Ben Johnson. I hope he keeps doing his thing with the offense and keeps crushing and stuff like that. But I'll take the dog in the over here. I think it'll be a good game. Let's go to a game I don't think will be as good. Chargers and Jaguars, 3-point spread here. Jags at home and a 43.5 total. And I mean, the Chargers, hopefully they get Amari and Hampton back. He might come back after the bye. But losing Gadsden, I don't know. They said he's day-to-day. We'll see what happens with him. It was a bruise, luckily, on the knee. But hopefully he gets back this week, or maybe they hold him out, because I think they have a bye in week 12. So maybe they hold him out and wait a week. But what are you seeing here with Chargers and Jaguars, Tony? Jags have looked bad.
I mean, we were talking on the phone earlier, not on the show, but it's reached the point of the season where it gets a little harder for me in some spots, just because there's no way I'm taking the Jags. They just have reached that point where, and that's not good gambling. I'll just be honest. It's not good gambling when you just know you can't take a team. You have to be able to look neutral at both teams, and my bias has been built up. It's one of the reasons I kind of like the sports that I don't follow as much, and you know this about the niche stuff, where I love it because I can just look at the slate and I don't have any biases. It's not, and like Jacksonville, I mean, it's a 3-point spread. They could easily win this game. It's Chargers have all kinds of problems too, but I look at it and there's just literally no way I can bet the Jags, and that's not good gambling. I'll just say it. So it is what it is. I think the Chargers are still a little underrated. They've just got injuries they got to figure out. I don't know. Give me the Chargers. I can't with the Jags. This won't be like a selection though either. It's not going to be one of my 3. It's not going to be anything like that.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't want to. I don't have I think the Chargers win. It's probably not a game I'm going to bet, but I will just say Jacksonville has looked really bad, and
Trevor Lawrence just sucks.
He sucks. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm trying not to create a bias in my head, but it's just naturally there because Trevor Lawrence is bad, and you know he's bad, and you can tell the coach is frustrated. It's kind of like Matt LaFleur on the sideline when he was looking at his tablet during the game, Tony. You could just tell he was so mad what he was seeing, pretty much. I feel like it's the same way with Liam Cohen. Just really upset with the quarterback play. But yeah, no strong take in this one. Let's go to Panthers and Falcons here. Another divisional match. I mean, this has got to be a get-right spot for the Falcons. They got absolutely owned by this Panthers team last time they played. It was like 35-0 or something like that. They put up a goose egg in Carolina. Tony, I have a feeling that, this is a get-right spot. They played the Colts tough. They lost that game, though. They could have won that game. That was a tough loss. I feel like this is a spot where the Falcons come back and get one over their divisional opponent here in the Panthers. Yeah,
another spot. Atlanta's been a little tricky to figure out. I've liked them probably more than I should. Carolina lets it. Whenever we get confident in Carolina, they show us who they really are. It's another game that I'm not like crazy confident in, though. I should be more confident than I am because it feels like a clear Falcon spot. It really does. But the more I think about it, spread's only 3.5.
It's like the only matchup Bryce Young has actually done well in.
Yeah.
It is funny because it's actually kind of true.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on the Falcons, but this is another game that I'm super not into all that much.
Yeah, it's definitely not one of those games you're like, oh, I can't wait for this game. Yeah. Like, did you see too? Raheem Morris said Tyler Algier doesn't get enough credit for being a superstar. He said superstar, Tony. He said superstar, bro. We're just throwing out superstar tags now. We're just like, everyone's a superstar. Like Tyler Algier, yeah, superstar. What? I don't even know if Dan Campbell loves David Montgomery. I don't think he'd call David Montgomery a superstar. Maybe he would, actually. I don't know. That's some crazy shit right there. Tyler Algier. And you have an actual superstar in Bijan Robinson. Like an actual one. And nope, Tyler Algier. hidden superstar. All right, let's go to what I think is the game of the week here. Seattle and the Rams starting out this 4:00 window here. 3-point spread. What I would think, Rams at home, 3-point spread, 48.5 total. Two really good teams. I think two of the best teams maybe in the NFC right now, at least in the regular season they've been. And Tony, I have a feeling that you lean one way with these two teams, and I don't know if it's the way I lean. So why don't you go first here? What do you like in this game?
Yeah, these two teams are for sure the best two teams right now, at least in my opinion. I don't really even think it's close. I think they're two dominant teams, but I for sure I know you like the Rams, and I for sure like Seattle. I think Seattle's just an absolute juggernaut right now. Like, I think it's a gift to get points, but it is a spot where I think the public will for sure be on the Rams. So I feel even better about the Seattle side. They haven't played yet, have they?
No, they haven't, Tony. This is the first one. They got to play twice.
I wanted to make sure they hadn't played.
They have not.
Yeah, I think these two teams. It is a spot though where we've even talked about a ton that they could play it a little more basic, just knowing they're going to see each other a lot down the road. But I think they're two really good teams. I just, man, Seattle. That, like I said, they're my third pick this year. I had the Bengals, then I had the Chargers. Now I got Seattle that I think's the best team. So I'm on Seattle. I will just
say you've moved from your pick very fast the last couple picks.
You got to move. You got to move quickly. I love both of these teams, though. I'm looking forward to this game. I wish this was a primetime game, because this game, when does it get where they can start flexing stuff? It's got to be soon.
It's got to be like after Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah. I mean, they wouldn't have flexed out Detroit, Philly anyways, I guess. That's a good game.
Yeah, they're not doing that.
I mean, this game's freaking awesome, and I can't wait to watch it.
What I'd give to get Philly off the primetime window. They're just not on team right now. If they let Jalen Hurts throw on like 3rd and long, it would be different. They just do draws every. I don't.
Did you do the whole Antonio Brown or the AJ Brown thing?
Yeah, where AJ Brown's like, trade me in fantasy, just trade me
on the Madden stream though. Like the whole comments on the Madden stream where he's unhappy and stuff. It's just, that guy's an idiot. Like, he's a moron.
Yeah, no, he literally said if you have me in fantasy, trade me. He's totally fed up with. He wants the ball. He's a typical, receiver, stud receiver. He wants the football. He's not getting the football, but the Eagles are winning games. And it's like, at a certain point, these guys, winning isn't even enough. It's just not enough. They want to be the reason. They want the football.
I wish you could put like lie detector on all athletes and see like who truly cares more about the team than themselves. I bet 90% would care more about if they had to be honest. And they had to literally, there was no lying. You can't lie. Like that movie, that Jim Carrey movie where you can't lie. Like,
I you know what position though, Tony, I think would care more about the team? You know what position? The one position?
What is it?
And I bet you it's 90% the other way. The quarterback. You want to know why?
Yeah.
Because they get paid the most. Trevor Lawrence makes $1 billion. Jordan Love makes $1 billion. They're bad quarterbacks. They get paid the most. So they don't care. All these other guys, though, they're like, man, I'm going to get one big contract, maybe two, Tony, maybe two if I'm good. I got to maximize this. How do you maximize it? Play on the field.
Troy Aikman said Brown only cares about winning. I'm pretty sure if the dude goes on the Madden stream and starts talking like that he doesn't only care about winning.
Oh, Troy Aikman. Yeah. All right. Back to this game here, though. So you're on Seattle. I agree that Seattle's a really good team. I think the Rams are also a really good team. I think we could see some back and forth here. It's all going to come down to, can the Rams get pressure on Sam Darnold? Because Sam Darnold, in a lot of these games, he's not getting pressure. And when he doesn't get pressure, he's amazing. The way you beat Sam Darnold, you got to get pressure on him. The Rams did it to him in the playoffs last year. This is a huge game for the division because I'm pretty sure these two teams are tied. So this is a big game. This is a massive game to get up on the team that's tied with, because the 49ers are a couple games back. So I think both these teams are going to be playing really hard. And I'm leaning the Rams. I'm annoyed though, because Tony, for fantasy, I want like a tight end to play for the Rams, but they keep running these like 3 tight end sets where they'll like have Terrence Ferguson. Sometimes they'll flex him out at wide receiver, out wide. Sometimes he'll be in line, but they'll have like Colby Parkinson and Davis Allen and Tyler. They have legitimately 4 tight ends that they rotate around for these things. And it's just annoying. Like I wish I could pinpoint one, because I would like a tight end against Seattle. It's a good matchup, I feel like. And Terrence Ferguson, I feel like they've been extending him a little bit more. I don't know if it comes in this big spot just because he's a rook and they've got so many other veterans. But it feels like to me he's someone we got to keep an eye on, because it feels like his role is slowly improving, and he's clearly the most explosive tight end they have. I wish I could pinpoint a tight end is more my point to this, because I think for DFS it would be valuable against the Seahawks. It's annoying. They have 4 of them. I don't know how you can pick one, honestly.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and by the way, the routes, listen to this. Terrence Ferguson, 13, 35%. Tyler Higbee, 13, 35%. Colby Parkinson, 13, 35%. Davis Allen, 8 routes, 21%. That was Terrence Ferguson and Higbee and Colby Parkinson tied for the most routes run at 35%. It is a true, almost quadruple split when it comes to the tight end route share with the Rams. So it's really tough. But Xavier Smith outdid Jordan Whittington a ton. Jordan Whittington's almost like phased out, kind of. So they're completely going away from him, which is kind of interesting. But that would only be if Devontae Adams was like actually more hurt than he is, which I don't think so, because they said he could have came back. So something to monitor. But I think if Devontae's in, he's fine and good to go. Me and Tony split there. Rams and Seahawks. Let's keep going here. 49ers and Cardinals. This game had some injury news. Marvin Harrison popped up. He's going to be out this week and maybe a little longer here. That has to kill the Cardinals. It finally seemed like they were at least trying to get him more involved, Tony, the last couple weeks. And now he's out. And now you got Michael Wilson. Zay Jones tore his Achilles, so he's out. It's slim pickings at wide receiver, Tony. It's Trey McBride. May probably see a lot more 2 tight ends with Elijah Higgins, who looks pretty good to me, honestly, as a pass catcher. But what do you think here, 49ers and Cardinals? I'm going 49ers.
It just seems like the trappiest spot of the week to me. San Fran's coming off a tough game, too, where they faced a buzzsaw. They always get off the mat. Arizona, man, how is this spread only 3? It is on the road. I don't know what I expected it to be, 5.5 maybe or something, up a little bit. But, man, -3, Niners. Jacoby continues to crush. Like, I think I saw something that he's the only quarterback to have a top 12 showing the last 4 weeks or something, which is just crazy, because now he goes against a San Francisco defense that is definitely gettable. Like, I think San Fran will move the ball too on Arizona. This might secretly be like the game in fantasy. Again, we're not going to talk about that right now, but this game might secretly just be like the full-blown nut. So I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that I like here, and I don't like the defenses. I'm sure the prices are good. There's not really – they're condensed route trees, right? Like San Fran, you know where it's going. Arizona, you know where it's going. And you just don't play any of the scrubs. I mean, you could build a nice little team just with the main guys in this game. So I'm on the Niners. I'm on the over. Seems trappy, though. I definitely feel like I'm falling for a trap tick in San Francisco, but it is what it is.
Yeah, well, Ricky P going to be back, question mark, being there. It sounds at least encouraging that he's at least practicing today and this week. So hopefully he's back. That'd be another weapon to add here. It does feel a little trappy. Tony, did you just find a new segment for us for the Wood Show, the Hidden Nut segment? I think you might have. The Hidden Nut segment might smash as a segment, honestly. We should think about that a little bit. I think the Hidden Nut, we save it for the end too, like we do with the ante and all the others. So the Hidden Nut game of the week might secretly smash.
Yeah, I like it. I like the name of that.
Yeah, I think we could roll with it. All right, we're both on the Niners, and I think the over too. I think the over is where we both.
I like the over
here.
a lot. The more I think about it, I mean, Arizona has just moved the ball. You don't know how they're doing it, but they can move that ball on this San Francisco defense.
The Hidden Nut smashes leverage lane. Leverage lane isn't even. Come on, Hidden Nut is way better. All right. Ravens and Browns. This should be a quick one here, Tony. Ravens and Browns. Lamar not practicing today. Something to keep an eye on. Feels like a vet rest, though. 7.5 point spread on the road against Cleveland, who is, again, going to make us watch Dylan Gabriel, who someone said in the chat earlier that Bryce Young might be like one of the worst quarterbacks in the league overall. Dylan Gabriel is definitely the worst quarterback I have had to watch play NFL quarterback. I mean, we make jokes, Tony, about like Kyler Murray not being able to see and stuff like that. Everyone makes those jokes. Dylan Gabriel literally doesn't throw to the outside sometimes because you can tell he doesn't see him. He throws short, and man, he throws some bad. I saw some of the worst balls thrown I've ever seen an NFL quarterback throw in my life last week against Dylan Gabriel, and we still are not allowed to see if Shedeur Sanders can play in the NFL. I don't get it. They want to lose is the idea. It's tank season to the extreme.
Either that or they just know Shedeur can't play just from seeing him, which
it's one or the other. I don't know how
either
it
way,
could be that worse than Dylan Gabriel. Dylan
Gabriel just seems bad too. Like he just seems like an absolute scrub. So yeah.
Third round picks are valuable, Tony. You can get a good player for a third round pick, and you spent a third round pick on Dylan freaking Gabriel.
Yeah, and it just doesn't make a ton of sense. Cleveland, very disappointing last week. It's just the problem even when they play a team like the Jets, you feel more confident than you should. It's still Dylan Gabriel on the road. I was confident the defense would do it, but then you get special teams touchdowns and just random stuff that changes the game. I'm not a fan of Baltimore, as everyone knows, but I don't know how you can take the Browns over the Ravens. It is what it is. Maybe the Browns can compete and cover in this game, but I don't see it. So yeah, give me the Ravens, and another really good teaser spot too, just because I can't see Cleveland winning outright. So you tease it down to 1.5. People loved it last week. First teaser of the year. A little, I think 3 or 4 teams. I forget what it was, but all of them hit. People loved it.
People did love it. I did sneeze. It was very unprofessional of me, but I did mute being there. So that was one good thing, but shouldn't have done that. Yeah, Tony, I've learned. I was actually thinking about the Browns as I was watching the game because I didn't bet the Browns. And I was like, man, are the Browns just like the easiest shit team to win this week? And then just watching the game, I'm like, this is why you should never be confident in bad teams, even when you think they're in the best spot.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, what? Yeah, that's true. Like, don't be confident in bad teams in the best spot. I'd rather be confident, like the Eagles against the Packers. I was confident that I'd rather be confident in those spots. At least I know the Eagles are an actual good football team. They may lay an egg here and there, but I at least know they're an actual good football team. Like, never be overconfident in the bad football teams that you're like, oh, they're a favorite, but there's no way they can lose. It's Justin Fields, and he's horrible. And then the special team scores 2 touchdowns, and Breece Hall takes over the game. And you're like, well, that's how they win. That's how the Jets do.
And is there really, I know we're being results, or is there really that much of a difference between the Jets and the Browns? I mean, like, really? No. I don't know why I was so confident.
Yeah,
Like, it's still too bad. Yes, Myles Garrett, the best player on the field, sure. But they don't have any, like, I mean, Breece Hall and Judkins are similar. The players
honestly,
are
too, the Jets
similar.
defense didn't play as bad as I thought, losing two of their best overall players. I thought they were going to play much worse than what they showed, to be fair, too. So I was wrong from that sentiment, because honestly, they didn't kind of, like, they played pretty well. They played pretty well against the run still. They, yeah, it was Dylan Gabriel, but, I still thought they didn't quit, is my point, which I kind of thought they could quit, and they didn't. So that's always good. All right, two more games left here. Chiefs and Broncos. Huge game for the Chiefs and the division, because right now the Broncos, have the lead, and the Chiefs, Tony, they've been really good this year, but they still have, I think, 4 losses on the record right now. What are they, 5-4 this year? So they got some making up to do if they want to win this division, and they need this game against the Broncos.
Yeah, I am definitely on the Chiefs. The Broncos, man, I just have been so not impressed with them. They're really good up front. Don't get me wrong. They're the perfect example of a team that's good in the trenches, and it's why they keep winning. Their offense, though, has looked so terrible in some of these wins. And the Chiefs, like you said, they have to win. I mean, look at the standings. Let me pull it up. AFC West. Like, so you got the Chargers are up there too. You got 8-2, 7-3, and then the Chiefs are 5-4. So I mean, they're 2.5 games back of the Broncos and 1.5 games back of the Chargers. That's must-win territory for the Chiefs. All these title runs they've had home field, like Brady always had home field. These are always the games these teams win. They don't lose to go down. I mean, they're done they're not done for the playoff. They're done for the division, though, if they lose this. They have to win. This is the Chiefs spot. I know I lose these every time I freaking say it. This is the most clear-cut Chiefs spot. Just Slam City. Slam City Chiefs. We're back, baby. Dub KJ. Let's ride, Dub KJ.
What's funny is that Bills' loss might end up being huge, because if the Chiefs somehow lose this game and don't win the division, and the Bills somehow don't win the division against the Patriots, which the Patriots have already beat the Bills once, the Bills could have a tiebreaker. And what if somehow I don't think it's going to happen. The Chiefs will make the playoffs. Like, wouldn't that be the craziest shit ever?
It's definitely open.
Wouldn't that be the craziest shit ever, though, if that game kind of decided it, Tony, and they somehow didn't make it? That'd be wild. I'm on the Chiefs, though. I wouldn't be shocked, though, if somehow the Broncos offense just came out of nowhere and played well, because that's what happens in 2025 NFL football. We see these teams play terrible against bad teams, and then all of a sudden they're in a tough spot, and they got to play a really good football team like the Chiefs, and they come out of nowhere and they score points. I will say one good thing. It looks like J.K. Dobbins could be really banged up. And if he has to miss, we might finally get a full game, Tony, of R.J. Harvey. I'm trying not to jinx it, because you never know with Sean Payton. He could pull any
Tyler
random
Beatty's
player
coming in there for some clock for sure.
Don't even say it. Please just give me some RJ Harvey. I need it. I need some RJ Harvey for the next couple weeks. Hopefully he smashes, but I'm with you, Chiefs. Let's go. Last game, Lions and Eagles here. Lions and Eagles. What do we got? 2.5-point spread. Eagles favored at home in a 46.5 total, Tony. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm throwing out the Eagles game from this past week. I'm going to pretend I didn't watch that game. I'm going to pretend I didn't see what I saw. And I'm going to pick the Eagles at home against the Lions. Good football team in the Lions. Lions are much better at home than on the road. I'm going to go Eagles here, but you know what? I'm not confident at all in this game. I'm not confident in the Eagles. I hate what I saw against the Packers. I want to forget about it. Tell me I can forget about it, Tony.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I agree with you. I'm in there, but I got to take the Lions. I like the Lions in these spots. It is a tough spot, though. I think this is another good game like the Rams Seahawks. I think it's a tough spot, but I love the Lions. Besides Seattle and the Rams, the Lions are my third favorite team. I still think the Eagles have issues. Yeah, give me the Lions.
All right. Ricky P's biggest game, his career last year at Arizona, hometown kid. I'm back in this week. Game is going to shoot out. I'm with you. I think I agree. Ricky P. It's a good call. I like it. All right. Real quick, Dallas and the Raiders. This is the actual last game. Somehow it doesn't show up on my screen, but
I forgot about it too.
Yeah, Monday
Night
Football.
Dallas. I can't take the Raiders, so give me Dallas.
I'm with you, Dallas as well. All right, that's every game here.
Tony, let's run. Scroll up to the Jacksonville game real quick, just because I want to get ODB's picks.
Yep. What's his pick? You gotta tell me.
Well, the over there it is. So over 43.5.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Okay. ODB. 2 weeks went to 6-0. He's on a 6-game. I'll give him credit. He's not on here. He's 3-0 back-to-back weeks. He may never come back on again though if he keeps going 3-0.
If he keeps going 3-0, he shouldn't come back on. He should just keep picking winners and giving to us.
100%. Falcons -3.5. Broncos. Oh, he's on the Broncos. Of course he is. He loves Bo Nix. Broncos +3.5.
Okay. All right. So the Chiefs are out for you, Tony. Broncos +3.5.
Probably good anyways. I don't need to be picking the
Falcons
Chiefs.
-3.5. All right.
Probably good. And then the over 43.5.
All right. So me and you both went 2-1. So I'll let you keep going first. Who you got?
I'm going to go with the Patriots and own you with them.
Hate that you picked the Patriots because now I got to put them in my damn pool. I'm taking the Dolphins -2.5. Tony?
You're up again.
Oh, shoot. You're right. I'm going to go under in the Bills-Bucks game. It's 48.5 right now on DK Sportsbook.
Bills under 48.5. I'm going to go. God, I did have the Dolphins, sir. I had 2 circled. The Dolphins were circled on my sheet.
Woo!
Give me Texans -6.5.
Texans -6.5.
And I'm going to double dip that one under 37.5.
Oh, all right. Didn't work out for us last time. Maybe we get it this time here.
They scored like 100 last time when we double did it.
Oh, man. Rough scene. All right. My last pick. We were split on the Rams game, and I think that's a close one. I won't pick the Rams for our pick. I feel like this is the biggest trap game on the slate, Tony. I feel like the 49ers are a lock, which just scares the shit out of me because I shouldn't feel that confident in it. All right. Should I do another total or should I stick to a side?
No, pick a game.
Damn. I hate you. I wanted to do the total so bad.
We got rules around here.
Yeah, we got rules around here, JSU. We got rules. All right, give me the Bucks. Fuck it. I'll double dip. 5.5. All right, so here's all the picks. Tony, -12.5 for the Patriots. Myself, -2.5 for the Dolphins. And the Bucks +5.5 and the under 48.5 in the Bucks-Bills game. Tony's got the Texans -6.5 and the under 37.5 in the Texans-Titans game. ODB's got the Chargers-Jags over 43.5, Atlanta -3.5, and Denver Broncos, shocker, +3.5. They're all 9 picks. Let's get it. Let's go 9-0 this week. I'm feeling it. Feeling good. We were close the last couple weeks. I feel like we're knocking on the door, Tony. We just gotta fucking ram the door over. See how I did that? Rams.
People have only made our picks all year. We'd be up a lot.
Yeah, well, hopefully we're up a lot this week here. Hopefully we win some big money here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this show. I'll be back 6 p.m. Eastern time for NBA. Check us out, runpuresports.com, Run Pure Premium for all sports. Get in, sign up. If you want a little discount code, you can still slide into Big T44 DFS's DMs, get a little discount code for first time or is looking to sign back up and get in for a month. Check us out. Hit the like button on your way out here. Make sure you subscribe for all the shows that we do weekly on this channel. For Big T, I'm JSU. Good luck in your DraftKings Sportsbook betting this week. And we'll see you guys tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the Print Factory Showdown for Thursday Night Football. Till then, we're out of here. Later.